In the big year cycle, the eagle, aka Phoenix, rises over the snake's mouth. This happens in every 25,920 years. Pentagram shows the precession of equinoxes. If you count 72 degrees over 360 cycles, it makes 25,920. In Gnostic groups, two Johns are important, John the Baptist and John the Revelator. They are symbolized by a double-headed eagle always surmounted by the number 33, and inscribed in the floors of a Masonic hall will always be these two posts which symbolize the two Johns and the sun in the center of it, which is hearkening back to that symbol of what happens when the end of the age happens. Eagle, aka Phoenix, rises in a great circle, at the end of one cycle, and at the beginning of the next new. The phoenix being reborn from the ashes of the previous destruction, because it's kind of a paradox, it's both created and destroyed at the same time. It looks back to the past and forward to the future. As planet Venus moves through the sky, to an observer on Earth it either follows or leads the sun. When following, it is the evening star. When leading, it is the morning star. Venus, as morning star, is the light bringer, Lucifer. Over the course of 8 years, Venus and Sun gradually mark out 5 points in the circle of the Zodiac. They trace out a 5-pointed star in the heavens called a pentacle or pentagram, Luciferian cycle. An ancient symbol for planet Venus as the light bringer was a torch, or candle. The Roman Saturnalia heralded the new year. Saturn came down from the North Pole to deliver the new baby New Year. In Rome, a man would dress in leather and furs, with a red-pointed woolen cap, in imitation of the god Saturn. He would be pulled through the streets in a cart, cradling a small pine tree in his arms. The pine tree had a face carved into the bark, and represented the baby Dionyssus. Dionyssus was Lord of the Year, Lord of the New Year. Dionyssus was in the form of a pine tree because his mother was Myrrh, who had been turned into a tree by Jupiter, Zeus. Just at that time of year, the Milky Way, called the Tree of Life, intersects with the circle of the Zodiac, which means circle of life. The baby Dionyssus was later killed. The Lord was torn apart and eaten by the 12 titans of the 12 signs of the Zodiac. The Lord of the Year was gobbled up, body and blood, a month at a time, until he was all gone and devoured. Then a new baby Dionyssus would be brought down from the North Pole by Saturn, and once again a new year would be born. And the people would shout Io. Io? Or Ho? Ho. In the streets. The people baked and ate bread in the form of a boy, gingerbread men, to commemorate the eating of Dionyssus. The 12 had eaten the Lord. This happens when constellation Sagittarius the Archer is rising with the winter sun. Sagittarius the Archer is the home of goddess Diana, goddess of the moon. She was a virgin goddess. A perpetual virgin. Myrrh, that personified tree of life that gave birth to the risen Lord, was also called Mary, or Marion, or Smyrna in other spellings. The Milky Way, or Tree of Life, rises vertically in the sky at that time of year, sprinkled with lights, so vast that it cradles the newborn Sun, and other planets. Sun, Mercury, and Mars were all in the intersection of constellation Sagittarius the Archer and the Tree of Life, so the bright, gleaming colored balls of the worlds were hanging on that world tree, topped with stars. That is why the Christmas tree is decorated with lights. For conclusion, why Gnostics care two Johns? They view the Johns as Phoenix. Ending of old age by John the Baptist, and beginning of new one John the Evangelist. Now we are heading to the end of this age, Pisces. There must be another double-headed eagle to end the current, to begin the new. The allegories of dying, reborn gods yearly is, ending renewing religions in 2000,000 cycles or precession of equinoxes.